How's it going, everyone, and welcome to the Myths of Infinite Warfare Zombies. This series digs deep into the game to find the mysteries that lie within, and you guys are here to help me look for them. If you have any myths that you would like to be tested, all you have to do is type in the comments myth and what your myth is, then 5 people will be picked based on the most interesting ones, so make sure you have your thinking cap on. If we could smash 50 likes on today's episode, that would be absolutely amazing. And without further ado, let's go bust some myths. So the first myth was, can you use the katana to kill the Rat King during rituals? And this was sent in by the Muffin Girl. So to do this, we need to load into a game of Sheldon Shuffle, which for the record was an absolutely amazing map. Now, if you didn't know, you can buy the katana for 10k points from the wall in the dojo, so I'll come back when I have it in my hands. Okay, so I'm back, and I guess we just start slashing away at him, even though this could result in death.
Ha! Gay!
Okay, so it seems that even when I have all the perks and I slash away, nothing seems to happen, but the myth was, can it kill him? And yes, it can. After about 5 minutes of slashing away and going down like 20 times, I finally killed him. Unfortunately, I ended up spamming my pistol in rage, and after about 5 bullets, he dies, but that 5 bullets would be equivalent to about 5 slashes. So yes, the katana can kill him, but you'll be wasting a lot of time. Now on to the next myth. The second myth was, what happens when you use Turncoat and a ninja zombie hits you? And this was sent in by Insert Rave. So again, in the same game of Sheldon, we did the rat cage step, as this was the first time you could encounter the ninjas unless you're doing the nunchucks, and this definitely got some very interesting results. So as you can see, I just popped the card, and yes, they do get turned, but the strange thing about them is they don't fight for you. In fact, they don't even move. They just stand there on the spot and do absolutely nothing but swing the leg every now and again, but they do have one good use. Have you ever needed to go to the toilet in a multiplayer game of zombies and the same cunt keeps ending the round? Well, even when the round ends, not a single zombie will spawn in until these ninjas die out, so go pee until your heart's content, and even get a cheeky shower if you want, because you have 5 minutes to spare. Now, let's move into the next myth. The third myth was, can you use fire chain to kill the Rat King, and even left a few cheeky kisses at the end of that, you dirty whore. And this was sent in by RH. That was literally his name, it's RH, I'm not even making that up. So again, using the same game of Sheldon that was in the other two myths, we continued on with the Easter egg quest until we got to the second Rat King symbol, and I popped my card. Now, as you can see, I don't even think this laser affects him in any way whatsoever. So not only does Fire Chain not kill him, it doesn't even leave a scratch on his willy. So don't waste your time using this card because you're only wasting your own time, but it could be useful in future DLCs. Definitely a good result, but it is what it is, right? Now let's jump in to the next myth. The fourth myth was, by using the card the 2 team, can you go into the radioactive area in attack of the radioactive thing without dying? And this was sent in by M.A.D. Now, this is something that I've always wondered, because from the start when the map released, I always thought we would be able to get into that area in some way, and we never got the chance to, so the thought of it being a possibility was definitely something worth checking. So we loaded up into attack, and since it's the area right at spawn, it was pretty simple to do, so I popped my card, and as you can see, it doesn't work. It was so good in seeing this because it clearly states on the card that as long as your teammate has full health, you're invulnerable, meaning you can't be damaged. But I guess this effect is only on zombies and not out of bounds areas, so it looks like we are actually never getting into this area, and it's something we'll have to live with. Anyway, on to the final myth. The final myth was, can you upgrade the M.A.D with Packed Magic or Super Minuteman? And this was sent in by Sam the Man Gaming. So again, we'll be using the same game to get the footage, and I didn't want to just test one of them because when I read it, I wondered if any of them at all will work, so we tested both of the cards fully to get this myth done. So as you can see, my mate pops a Black Friday to make it easier, and upon spinning it, the first weapon that came out of the box was indeed the M.A.D. What are the odds of that, eh? Anyway, as you can see, Pack Magic doesn't seem to do anything. You keep your card, but you also take the weapon unpack punched out of the machine. Then I decided to go and waste a good card on a crap weapon. But anyway, on to the next part of the myth. I went a few rounds ahead to refill my deck, and when I had Super Minuteman, I tried popping it over and over again, but as you can see, nothing is really happening. So it won't even let me use the card, meaning it's not possible in any way to pack a punch the M.A.D. And then again, I decided to waste a good card on a crap weapon. God send help. And that, ladies and gents, will wrap up the very first episode to Myths of Infinite Warfare Zombies. Some good myths in today's episode, and as I said at the start, if there is a myth that you want me to test in Infinite Warfare, leave it in the comment section below. I'll be picking 5 at random. If you enjoyed today's episode and want to watch a new one every single Friday, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you know exactly when I upload an episode or even when I go live. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode.